What up, people who follow my trucking adventures? Just figured I'd make a video since I'm out and about, just left Walmart. I'm in line at Dairy Queen. Google is broken. Google says they opened at 10, which is 22 minutes ago. Their sign out there says 10:30. So if you ain't first, you're last. So first one at the drive-thru, waiting for them to open up. And because I'll be at my terminal for a little bit when I get back, I'll be able to upload this. And yeah, so I went to Walmart, got me some stuff. Back there's my TV, got a 32-inch Samsung. I need to talk to my cousin. I should probably text him before I post this video. Oh well, I have a cousin who's a contractor. And someone's not happy. Oh well. Yeah. Let me try this again. Alright, take two. I don't know if I can get the other clips together. There's a lady behind me, but I just explained with the time, or I had explained. She had the same information as me. She thought it opened at 10, but it's 10:30. So if I can't put the two clips together, I'm at Dairy Queen. My phone says 10. Their sign says 10:30 for opening. I'm in the drive-thru, first one in line. There's a lady behind me honking because she thought they opened at 10 as well. So I'm waiting for them to open at 10:30, which is in a few more minutes. But hopefully I can put the two clips together on my phone. I don't know. That would be new for me. Anyway, just a little update on a few things. Just went to Walmart. There's my TV. Got a 32-inch Samsung. I met another driver a couple weeks ago, and I saw what he had in his truck as a setup for a TV, which I like. I have a contractor cousin, a cousin who's a contractor. I'm gonna see if he can help me out for super duper cheap, if not free. Basically what this guy had was just a shelf that went from, I'll draw it out for you. Here's my bed, imaginary line, twin size bed. It went from here on the end of the mattress, on the plastic part, not on the mattress, but just beyond it, up, over the mattress, high enough that his feet could still go underneath, and then down on the other side. And it was wide enough, I should have taken a measurement, but it was, I guess for about a foot, it'd be this way. And he had his legs screwed down. The base on this TV just has little legs, so I'll just use a bungee cord and bungee cord the legs to the board and leave it on like that. But talk to my cousin, see if he can help me with the board part. I don't want to go spend a bunch of money on a sheet of plywood, just use a little bit of it. That's it. Then I got a vacuum, a Shark doohickey, little small guy. What I have now is a Black & Decker 12 volt. Works for being a 12 volt, it's amazing. But because my company provides inverters on their trucks, it's like, shoot, I get something smaller that's more powerful and use the inverter, I'm going to do that. So I got my groceries, got Dr. Pepper, water, paper towels. That was a hesitant buy because I'm headed home. My truck, it's my next story. The fuel sensor is off. And the shop up here in Tacoma can't fix it till Monday. I told them that it needs to be fixed because it's been off and it's only caused me trouble once. Now that I kind of know the problem, I can avoid it, obviously. But I don't want to deal with the fuel gauge that's off by a quarter tank. So I told them, it's like, shoot, give me a load home, to our Fontana shop so I can at least go home for a day while the truck is getting fixed. The reality is I'm probably not going home at all. I have some friends from Utah in town. So I'll probably be hanging out with them the entire time. So I'll be home, but not really home. But yeah, I got groceries, food, and whatnot. Water, chili, Hot Pockets, cheese for my chili, although I'm regretting that already right now. What else I get? Hot tamales, best candy ever. That's not a question. Anyway, so to my next thing about the fuel gauge. Those guys who follow me know that I posted a picture with a scale right in front of me. It goes to the fuel gauge issue and whatnot. Basically, my fuel tanks advertise 100 gallons, which really means they actually say on it that you can only put 95 gallons in each tank. That I was going off of that, assuming that was good information. Every other truck I've been in that's been good information. And I've gone off that before. I've gone a couple hours with it, on empty, saying that I have no fuel left, and then I only put in 140 gallons after a couple hours. So this past time, I'm thinking, all right, I'm good. I went a couple hours. I'm like, all right, cool. Last time this happened, I only put in 40, 150, whatever gallons. I was like, it's going to be really close, but I should be able to make it to my next fuel stop. And I was doing some math based on how much fuel I had used since I was home last. And assuming that I had 200 gallons to work with, I was 200 miles to the good. What actually happened was I was 30 miles short. So literally I was downshifting to go across that scale. I put it in third gear to idle across nice and slow. And the truck died. Like, I thought I'd stalled it, which would be a possibility if I had left my range selector. So basically, third gear shares a slot with 8th gear. I can explain that later. So I thought maybe I'd put it in 8th. But right away, clutch into neutral, and that's when it gave it some gas, and that's when it died. I tried to start it. It didn't start. So I threw on my hazards, went out, told the truckers behind me, go around. Went into the scale house, told the guy that I'm probably out of fuel, but right now, for now, I'm not going anywhere. He's like, all right, cool. And let me know when you have an ETA. And before I had an ETA, he was gone. Government employees, man, they get away with so much. But he was gone real quick. He told me he needed a ETA. I kid you not, he was gone in less than 10 minutes after that. So yeah, then tow truck guy came. Meanwhile, I'd used my oil dipstick. I cleaned it, obviously, stuck it in my gas tank. Nothing. Tow truck came like an hour and a half later. Gave me 30 gallons of fuel. Thankfully, my truck primes itself, so that just was a time saver. And after he gave me 30 gallons, which is what my company had ordered for him to give me, truck started right up. I drove to my fuel stop, and my truck only took I posted a picture of it off memory. I think it's 139 gallons. Let's just call it 140. So 140 at the truck stop, plus 30 that the tow truck gave me. That's 170 gallons. Mind you, I should have, 95 times 2, 190. Should be 190 gallons based on advertisements. But then subtract the 30 miles I drove, so that's, I was heavy, he did have a little hill to go up, so let's just be liberal and call it 5 gallons of fuel I used. That's very, yeah. That doesn't make sense. Something's not right. I talked to the guy about it. He couldn't explain the tank size thing, but he could explain the fuel gauge not being right. Because I'll go from topped off, absolute full, to 3/4 of a tank in about half hour, 45 minutes. And then in about part 2. Well, I don't know, 3.5 minutes to shut up. So, yeah, he couldn't explain that, but he could explain the whole fuel thing at my fuel gauge, because it's not at all accurate to what it should be. Of course, neither is the fuel tank size. That's just weird. But he says that can be fixed. So when I go to Fontana, hopefully in a couple days, I don't know because I'm not in my truck right now, that will get fixed soon. So that's what's going on with me. That's what happened there, but pretty much been running, just making money, living the life, enjoying the truck life. Pretty much can't really complain. It's trucking. Kind of hard to explain unless you actually do it. Anything else? Oh yeah, part of the reason with the whole vacuum upgrade too, my truck for whatever reason has been incredibly dusty. Like, I drive, I sleep with the windows up, no way for dust and stuff to get in. For whatever reason, every time I sit in my seat, dust everywhere. Hop on my bed to go to sleep at night, boom, dust everywhere. It's like, where does this come from? The only thing I haven't checked is the cabin air filter, or if it's even there. That's something I can check on my own that I just haven't done. But that's part of the vacuum upgrade. I use one of those Swiffer duster doohickeys, and that takes the stuff away temporarily, but like an hour later, even on my gauges, it'll be covered in dust to a point that just annoys me. But I am a little bit of a clean freak. Not at all an organized freak, but things will be clean. So I'll figure that out too. Anyway, hopefully I can put these video clips together. If nothing else, I can put it on my computer and put it all together. But I'm gonna get some Dairy Queen, head back to my truck, see what I'm doing. My The weekend dispatcher said probably send me to Spokane, however you pronounce it. The English language I was taught says it's Spokane, but some people say it's Spokane. I don't know. But to pick something up, and then that'll take me home, and I'll get my truck fixed and washed. I always land at terminals on weekends. My truck is the dirtiest truck in our yard in Tacoma right now. Just looking around, like, it's embarrassing. Our company pays to have a service at our terminals to clean the trucks. Not just like spray water on. No, spray power wash, hot water, knock all the crap off, washed, clean. And they're not doing it. And I'm not getting it done. So I feel like I'm not holding out my end of the bargain to make time for that. I may ask them if they just want me to go to Blue Beacon, because in my opinion, I'm kind of embarrassed to drive my truck with how dirty it is. And it seems how they want us to keep clean trucks. Maybe they can send me to a truck wash, which would be Blue Beacon, to get the truck washed. I'm almost at a point where if I try to get it washed again, like if I go to Fontana and I'm not there when the place is open, I'll probably just spend my own money and get it washed. That's at the point that I'm at with its dirtiness. But anyway, that's all that's going on now. Keep following me on Facebook. Those of you guys who are, I appreciate it. Glad to know that people are following me. It's fun to share my adventure with you guys. Anyway, yeah, until next time. See you guys.